Happy Sunday morning! It is 10:30 and I'm just sitting down to have some breakfast. Everyone else has been fed at least once. And I hear feet coming at me. Who wants more before I've had my first? But it's okay. So yes, we are at the beginning of a new week. And life, are you stealing? Then she's stealing my breakfast. What's up with this?
You can't eat all of it.
You don't think I could eat all of that? It's only one apple. She's stealing my cinnamon apples.
That's because it's not supposed to be eaten all.
You don't think I'm supposed to eat? It's only one apple. Do you think I should share some with you? Okay. When I'm done making you some more cinnamon toast, I'll get you some more apples too, okay? Okay.
Do you have cinnamon in here?
No, that's just eggs and toast.
Okay.
Just plain old eggs and toast.
Okay.
So anyway, things around here have been a little more hectic for anyone's good, and one of the realities of being a working mom is that if you start out Monday behind, you're pretty much just screwed. Pardon my French if that's not something you like to say. And lately I have not been using my weekends as a way to get ahead for the next week. But that is not serving my family well. It's not serving me well. So I am putting my big girl panties back on and using my weekend to get a good start on the week. That is what I'm doing here. I'm sorry for the sniffles. I've been sick a little bit this week, so that's kind of gotten us even further down the rabbit hole. The first place I'm starting is I'm sitting down to get something to eat. The first thing I'm going to do is I have a composition notebook here, and I am just going to brain dump everything that's on my mind to be done. Whether that's today, this morning, this afternoon, next week, 2 weeks from now, just everything. Get it out of my head and onto paper. And then from there, I will go through and say, what are my priorities? What do I have to get done today? What is important? And prioritize from there. All right, I had to do a little Disney Junior show assistance. So I think when I left, basically I am just taking everything out of my head, writing it down, and I can prioritize. That is my first step, is eat and brain dump all the things that are on my mind to be done. Cross our fingers that we are going to start this week off ahead. Alright, I think that's all I'm going to jot down right now. I filled up more than a page full of things, but like I said, I was brain dumping like everything that's probably been on my mind in the past, I don't know, week or so. That's kind of been looming over my head. So, Leah asked for more cinnamon toast, so I'm going to go do that really quick. And then I think one of the things that I needed to do today was meal plan and grocery list. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tackle that first, since I'm already sitting here at my computer, and go ahead. I'm going to do that first. So I mentioned one of the first things that I was going to do was work on menu planning, and this setup is not working out how I had it in my head, but that's okay. We'll roll with it. Basically, I use Plan to Eat. I have a subscription, and basically it takes so much of the busy work out of menu planning for me. I was sick last week, so quite a few of these things, actually I'm looking at it and like only one of these recipes actually happened. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take all of these things I had planned for last week, and I'm just scrolling them down to this week, and which tells me that there's probably not much that I need to get at the grocery store this week. I'll probably go through the pantry. But what's so cool about this is, so now I have this all planned. So now I'm going to go up, and I think right here where you can see I'm clicking on shop. And here is my shopping list. Spin that a little bit for you. I got everything. Oops, opened the recipe. You know, I had all this ready for last week. So a lot of this, you know, is going to come right off. I can go through and, you know, I have the carrots and the celery, and we have onion and potatoes, and we got the onion soup mix. So I can take this all off my grocery list. I'll get that off of there. And so I'll just go through. I think we need some eggs. We might need some more Greek yogurt. We go through a lot of that. And so now I can just go through, and, you know, we're good on chicken breasts, and we're good on ground beef. I think, yeah. Because I bought all that last week. So, and then I can go through and see if I want to plan anything for lunches or anything like that. I can do that, but looks like I'm in a pretty good place. And then the other plan for today is these ground beef enchiladas. Actually makes 2 pans of them. So I'm going to make them today, and I'll have one in the fridge for Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. I mean, I know they're enchiladas, but for Taco Tuesday. And then one will go in the freezer. And then I also have this meatball stew planned. And I think I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to check the recipe to make sure it's a good idea. But I'm going to plan to have that prepped ahead of time. We have a Girl Scout meeting tomorrow. So actually, I'm going to move this over. And we're going to do this tomorrow on Monday. Oops, I didn't click the right thing. We're going to move that to Monday. Oops, no, Monday. And then I think if I have that prepped today, I might just throw it, and I might even prep it, and then throw it in the crock pot tonight, and have it in the fridge, in the crock pot cooker part, like the stoneware part, and then maybe about lunchtime tomorrow, I will put it in and put it like on low or on warm so that it is ready to eat whenever the girls are home before we head off to Girl Scouts. So that's my plan there. And then for this impossibly easy chicken pot pie, you start with cooked chicken. So I'm actually real quick behind the camera here adding to cook some chicken breasts. So we have it for this chicken pot pie. And then actually Keith will want some probably for lunches too. And then I've got some chicken drumsticks. And so I might head up all recipes and look for a chicken drumstick recipe. So we can use those up. With my meal plan, I think I'm probably going to go through off camera because this is probably already boring as heck for you. And and finish up on the grocery list and see if I either want to just run out to Aldi quick later, or if I want to order something for Keith or have a list ready for him to pop in and grab. But again, unfortunately last week I was sick and nothing planned out right. We somehow managed to eat at home every night, I want to say, but maybe Tuesday I think we grabbed tacos instead of me making tacos for Taco Tuesday. But I definitely want to, you know, get prepared ahead of time. I might even be able to prep some for baked ziti too. So try to get all of that done ahead of time and maybe have some more of my night free after everyone gets home. So that's where I'm at with the meal planning. I'm going to finish a little bit more off camera and get my grocery list all done too. Alrighty, so I kind of feel like the day has gotten away from me. I kind of feel some anxiety about it creeping up. The dog's not helping. My chest is getting tight and I'm kind of like feeling very clenched and tense and stuff. But I've seen videos from Kimmy. She's in her apron, where she talks about anxiety. And even though my default reaction is just to shut down and to go and just, I can be very all or nothing. And in my head, I'm like, I can't get all this done. And instead of doing nothing, because I don't feel like I can do everything, I'm just going to do what I control. I'm going to do one thing at a time. And right now, I think the thing that will, even if it just helps today and doesn't get me forward in the week, is I'm going to start working on the kitchen. Alrighty, so we have had some lunch, and I've gotten that pretty well cleaned up. And so now I'm starting to kind of regroup and kind of see, like, okay, what have I gotten done, and what time is it? It's like 20 to 4. So, you know, what is reasonable to expect to do with the rest of the day? I can cross off, I have emptied the dishwasher, and I have filled the dishwasher back up, and it has run. We will do that. That's all stuff I have to do later. So now I think I am on to the meal prep for the week part. So then I went ahead, I made a list. Maybe you can see it there. Here's my meal prep list. Boil eggs, cook chicken, chop some onions, slice some carrots, slice some celery, peel and cube some potatoes, and brown some ground beef. Okay, I feel like I have been standing in this spot just about all day. And I think I kind of have been. But it is a little after 10 p.m. and I think I am done for the night. I am going to go through my list a little bit right now and kind of make sure, cross that one off. We can cross that one off. And luckily the ones that I circled in red as my ones that had to be done, actually, I even got an extra one in there, and there, and there. So I'm going to go ahead and I will tell you what all I got through today. So, started out with the meal planning and the grocery list, and I will admit, I don't have a grocery list right now, but really that is because I don't need things for dinners. So it's mostly going to be like, what does Keith need for lunches, and get things like milk, some more eggs, some bread, double check if we need some yogurt, things like that, and maybe some like lunch things for Brooke's lunches this week. So it's not complete, but there's not much to it, so I'm not stressing that one. I had emptied and filled the dishwasher and actually emptied it again, and it is on a 4-hour delay, ready to go again overnight to get us started tomorrow. The kitchen is a little bit messier than I was hoping I would leave it at the end of the night, but I mean, there's only so much room in the dishwasher, and it's fine. It is fine. I got Brooke to the Dollar Tree to shop for her Operation Christmas Child stuff, and while I was doing that is when Keith was loading up the dishwasher and everything after dinner. Dinner was a cluster, but you know, what can you do? I accomplished everything on my meal prep list. I boiled eggs. Chicken is in the crock pot right over here. It's starting to cook. It's going to cook overnight and will just stay warm. I really didn't want to leave that because if I didn't do it, I was afraid it was going to like go bad on me or whatever. I chopped the onions I needed for the enchiladas and the meatball stew. And actually, I'll just tell you, the enchiladas are done. There's one in the freezer, and there is a pan in the fridge for Tuesday, for Taco Tuesday. I did all the chopping prep for meatball stew tomorrow, so if I don't get stuff out of the slow cooker in time to turn it around, it's a real simple one that will just simmer on the stove. So all my meal prep got completed. We called my niece for her birthday. I got with, I can do that one. I met with one of Brooke's other Girl Scout leaders to get her fall products. And I would probably sit down. I had a little bit of enchilada mix filling leftovers, and I found a couple extra tortillas. So I'm gonna eat that. I'll probably go through my list again and probably transfer my list for tomorrow. So that's it. That is a Sunday prep day. Most of it's in the kitchen, but honestly, that's the biggest hurdle on a day-to-day basis is getting dinner done when we get home at the end of the day. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions or anything like that, leave them in the comments. If you're a working mama and you have suggestions or tips for me, please share them. Have a great week. I hope you are starting this week on a good foot, and I will see you next time. Bye.